First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give to Cannon. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To Austin Eckler.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for... this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Breeze. Soon caught by Isabella. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out call.
And guy's man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Breeze. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuck different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Cannon, and he loses the football a second time. 6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Saints 6, Chargers 0.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. On play action, now Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going deep here for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
He was covered by...
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And the punt team on now as this one set away. So this will be accepted as a move So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
7-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Cannon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Well, Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Saints 20, Chargers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going deep here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So that one will be accepted. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Jones.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. The give is to Jones. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they're going to set him short at the 40-yard line.
Good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
47-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
A gain of 7.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. On first down, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He was brought down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Breeze. Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having 3-3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Third down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
The score, Saints 35, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. One more time, it's Cannon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Breeze now. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up
so much of the game today. We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 33. A big-time pickup there on 3rd and 4. And even 50 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go again with Cannon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Cannon, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Down and 4.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,